Yes, I'm producing new work for the clock tower of the Nikolaj Contemporary Art Center, and the work is a sentence which wraps itself around the clock tower on all four sides of the tower. And I've been interested in the fact that you can almost see the tower from anywhere in the city, so you would have to, if you're far away at least, you would have to move from one part of the city to the next, almost, in order to read the entire sentence. And I like this idea of forcing people to move around in the city, but also the fact that you would have to make an effort to read the entire sentence, because it's so long and it's also broken off from side to side. The sentence is, the moment you read these words, they're no longer mine, but your words. And yeah, it's a sentence that speaks about, I guess, the moment when something goes from being personal to being public property or everyone's property. I think my piece doesn't problematize a certain community, but more generally the public community or any type of community, I would say. Like my work has always been from the viewpoint of the individual, like I said, and I've always been trying to sort of distinguish between what the individual thinks and what the community thinks, and liberate it from what the individual, or from what we feel that we should think or should feel, even in semi-public communities, or more personal communities, smaller communities, like a work communities, a workplace, kind of relationship even. And part of me has always objected to this community in a way, even though it's impossible not to be part of a community, I think, and needed. But I always objected to the moment when a consensus is formed within the community. And I think my work has always fit with this, I think. I think I'm both interested in making people think about the location of this sentence, of this message, which is on the clock tower. And like I said, it's important to me that people will have to make an effort to read it, and with this, I hope to make them aware of what a public message is. Any type of community will affect our way of thinking, your way of thinking. And I've been, in my work, particularly interested in the smaller, not so obvious communities. More personal communities, like for instance, and how you create an identity within them. I'm really interested in sort of forming of an identity and what that is and what that is. I think I distinguish between public communication and personal communication. But I think, obviously language plays an important role, and this is something that I work with in my work, and it happens in an extremely subtle way. Actually, the theme of this exhibition and of the Copenhagen Art Festival is, in many ways, the theme of my works overall. Even though they deal with many different things, they always go back to this question of the community and the individual, like two different, almost opposing characters or opposing positions.